The 2024 iPad Pros and iPad Airs are out. Apple is pushing the envelope here, so let's get into all the juicy details. The freshly updated iPad Pros stole the show, boasting loads of substantial improvements from the display to the shocking new CPU. Both the 11 and 13-inch models use gorgeous OLED displays. This will make the displays look even better with deep, inky blacks and beautiful pops of color. OLED can sometimes suffer from low brightness, so Apple is employing a tandem OLED design that uses two panels for typical full screen output of 1000 nits and up to 1600 nits for HDR content. Apple is calling this an Ultra Retina XDR display. Apple is also introducing a non-reflective nano-textured glass option too, just like its Pro Display XDR. As a bonus, they're thinner than ever. The 12.9-inch model is actually a whole millimeter thinner than before. They look absolutely nuts. Apple says it makes it the thinnest product Apple has ever made. Just as predicted, the front-facing camera has been relocated, moving to a landscape orientation. This makes a bunch of sense to me. It's where the camera needs to be when you're using it with a keyboard, which happens most of the time for me. While there are lots of additions, we did see one deletion. Apple has done away with the ultra-wide lens. Before it was terrible quality, so without a substantial improvement, I just never bothered using it anyway, so whatever. The primary physical camera sensor didn't change much here, but the flash did. The improved adaptive flash is great for scanning documents. When a document is detected, multiple photos will be taken with different colors of flash, then combined together. It's pretty cool. The tablets are running on Apple's new M4 processor. It's wild that we're getting the M4 only 7 months after the launch of the M3. They're using a new second generation 3nm process, which promises to be more power efficient than before. It is of course faster than the M2 and boasts a GPU that is 50% more powerful. Besides that, they say they boosted thermals by 20%, which should also help performance. I'll be sure to put all these claims to the test once I get these in the studio. Apple teased the possibility of AI with its neural engine and machine learning skills with these new chips, but I can't help but to think they're laying the groundwork for the monumental artificial intelligence changes that'll be arriving later this year as part of iPadOS 18. Be sure you subscribe to the channel for all of that. Finally, Apple upped the storage. They now start with 256 gigs and go up to 2 terabytes. It's said that these new displays were twice as expensive for Apple to source, and because of that, some of that cost is being passed on to the consumer. The new tablets rose slightly in price and are now starting at $999 for the 11-inch and $1299 for the 13-inch. They're also bolstered by new accessories. There was a new Magic Keyboard and a new Apple Pencil Pro. You can check out those in another dedicated video that I've linked here. While the iPad Pros represent the high end, most users don't need a device this powerful, or expensive for that matter. That's where the pair of new iPad Airs comes in. Apple has delivered not one, but 2 iPad Air models in 11 and 13-inch sizes. This gives users a more affordable option to the new, pricier iPad Pros. They didn't get the mini LED panels that were originally expected, but they're still bright, liquid retina displays that are vivid and colorful. At least the displays are colorful. The colors themselves feel quite muted, with a super pale blue and purple plus starlight and gray. It's like the iPhone 15 blue phone all over again here. They have improved stereo landscape speakers with spatial audio, and the 13-inch version has double the bass performance. Both models will be running Apple's M2 processor on the inside. Compared to the M1 that was in the air previously, it's a good upgrade, and probably more power than most users will need. In use, it can be up to 50% faster than the M1 and 3 times faster if you're coming from the A14 Bionic. Like the iPad Pros, the camera has been relocated to the side. Lastly, it now supports Wi-Fi 6E and starts with double the base storage. The 11-inch model has the same price tag as before of $599, while the new 13-inch will run you $799. That fits in nicely under the larger iPad Pro price tag. If you're looking for a new entry-level iPad or iPad mini, you're gonna have to keep waiting. Those were not rumored to be released until the fall. Let me know if you're going to pick up one of Apple's new tablets down below in the comments, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on to keep up to date with the latest Apple news.